Welcome back to the channel again. This time I am reviewing the Unwired cape for the 92 Batman Returns Hot Toys Michael Keaton Batman figure. And once again, that is a Tweeterhead Catwoman statue base that he's on, just for effect. And yeah, this is the Unwired cape. I've just done a video on the wired cape that you can use for either the 89 Batman or this one. And that was a fantastic piece. This cape is very nice. It drapes beautifully. It's got a nice weight to it, lovely texture. It is very, very similar, almost exactly the same as the material that was used by Unreal Toys on their custom cape for the Ben Affleck Batman over there. Sorry. Now, I'm not too sure if I love the fact that it's exactly the same kind of material. It might be a slightly different material, but it does feel and look very similar to, as I say, the one that came with the, or the one that they made for Ben Affleck. I might have preferred a material that was just like the one they used that I showed previously just a little while ago there for the 89 version with all the wires in it. That one had a much more leathery look when you went up close to it, and maybe just that material but with no wires in it would have been better. But this does drape very, very well. But if you are after 100% movie accurate cape, I'm not too sure if I can honestly tell you this is the one for you, but it is the one if you want a very kind of, you know, this kind of, I always refer to it as like the Batman Begins kind of look, just with the cape sort of beautifully draped around him and get him some kind of cool base to stand on, and that looks fantastic. But yeah, also it's not exactly the right length, so you would need to cut that to the right length yourself. I'm still debating whether or not I should do that. I probably will. So I just need to take the cape off, lay it down on a table, maybe take an inch and a half off there, because I think in the film it comes about to his ankle. But yeah, it's a lovely cape. I do love it. And I am sorry about that damn white wall in the background. It's the problem with filming against this wall. It just steals the focus every time. So I'm going to take plenty of pictures so you can see. Let me just hold the cape out so you can see how big it is. There is a lot of cape again to work with. I did kind of what was it, the old Rick trick with the hair clip. I tried that on this guy and it did help a bit, so you can always do that. But you can work with the cape. You can certainly it's not hard to work with at all, and as you'll see in some of the photographs I've taken already, it does look beautiful, and it does look like leather from regular viewing distance. It has that leathery shine to it. It just hangs really, really nice. I think the idea when Lucky was putting this together was to get it to just drape beautifully, which it does do. So you kind of got that trade-off, whether you want the leather, the kind of thick leather sort of hanging there, or do you want something that kind of appears to be leather but just drapes beautifully like fabric. I don't know how to describe it, but I really do like the effect. So yeah, let's see what else we can do with him. In fact, let's get the wired cape on him, see how that looks. Alright, now it's just a bit of a shame that the suit distorts itself horribly when you give him a little turn at the waist or anything like that. It doesn't really happen on the 89 version, but if you do turn him, you know, turn the torso slightly to either side, you will get that horrible effect there. I mean, that's just ugly. It's not going to work in photography, and it's not going to work as a pose long term. But that's just what I was trying to show you guys there. So yeah, the wired cape is the one that I really love. You can swap it between either the 89 version or this one. It works great with either figure, and yeah, I'm really enjoying working with it. And if you want more of a kind of, you know, moody, brooding, lurking on the rooftops looking down, you go for the unwired one, which is a really nice smooth leathery look. But these wired capes that they're pumping out are really, really good. So let me just come back a little bit. Yeah, his articulation is a little bit better in the arms, but it's still really hindered, especially in the legs. And you can't really get much action in the legs happening. But yeah, that ain't the cape's fault. The cape's doing good. It's the figure that keeps presenting me with problems. And now with this pose, I was trying to think of something that wouldn't take up too much space on either side, something a bit more compact, so that you guys with your details could display him as such. It's more like the wind's kind of blowing from behind him. As you can see from the front, it looks quite nice. Or it looks terrible, depending on your opinion. I think it could go either way with this one. You could be like, oh, that's a great pose, Dean. Or you could be like, Dean, pack your bags, get out of the 1/6 community because you done fucked up. That looks awful. It doesn't look too bad. It's alright. I like it. I think that's a thumbnail right there. Is that a thumbnail? Maybe. We'll see. But I'm liking it. A little bit. When I come around this side, I think, what was I thinking? It looks terrible. What about this side? Yeah, it looks shit. But from the front, that's where it's at. Nice. Yeah, I like it from the front. Okay, I should really put the wireless cape back on him again, because that's the whole point of this particular video, was to show you the figure with the wireless cape. But now you've seen it with the posed wired version, and I'm sure you'll agree it looks pretty nifty and you can have a lot of fun with it. And let's get the wireless one back on him now. Now, despite what I said about this cape being very similar material wise to the BVS cape that they made, I do like the fact that it does enable you to do things like this, like getting the cape to flow right down his back with more leathery like material would probably be quite difficult. But because this is as thin material as it is, you can kind of use the points on his cowl to kind of hook them down and just fall very naturally over his shoulders there, and you can fully display the suit without the cape puffing out at the back and looking silly. That just looks fantastic. So yeah, the material that they decided to use for this guy is great for achieving looks that you probably wouldn't be able to achieve otherwise. That looks very nice. Alright guys, now that's the wireless cape. I do recommend it. You can find Unreal Toys on Facebook and on YouTube. Very nice to deal with. They make great capes. And it's very nice to be able to display this guy with the cape draped down behind him so that you can see all the detail of his suit and have it look natural. And that just looks fantastic. If I do decide to shorten these capes to a more sort of exact movie accurate length, then I will come back and I'll show you how that turned out. But I'm still I'm in an iron about that one. So thanks for watching guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. And I will see you soon. Hopefully Wonder Woman comes out soon. I'll grab her straight away. There was a teaser pic on Facebook with JC Hong with the figure, but we're still waiting for it to actually be released. But yeah, hopefully it won't be long. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Well, I hope most of you guys stuck around till the end of this video, because it turns out I did end up shortening both capes. I took the wireless one off the figure and I took him downstairs to like the big living room table, laid it out flat, and took about a good 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches off the thing. Got it to a pretty movie accurate length, and still flows really nice, still has the nice weight to it, still fun to work with. But I've definitely taken a fair bit of length off the cape, and I've also done that for the wired cape as well, and I really am happy with how this one turned out. I think I'm actually supposed to have, you see the way I've got the cape kind of coming in line with these bits here, I think this part of the cape should actually be coming down from here. I'd have to double check that, and I can always do a little pose session with it later on and correct that for you in a video. But just for now, that's how I'm positioning it. But yeah, I took a fair bit of length off this cape too, and I'm really liking how that looks now. So yes, I have taken some length off the capes, and now they're just displayed with the rest of the Batman stuff. Unreal Toys, lucky if you see this. I wonder if you'd ever consider doing a cape for the Arkham City Batman. It's not too bad, but you know, could always use a better one. I've always been happy with the armored Batman cape. There's no need for this guy to have a custom one unless you want to have like a wired cape or something, but I've always been happy with that one. That's one of the rare instances where Hot Toys have nailed a cape. Also, the Christopher Reeve cape is fantastic. Yep, that's how the stuff's looking. Alright. So yeah, get in touch with Unreal Toys on Facebook or YouTube. Tell them Dean sent you. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll be back with you soon. Take it easy.